I took my new love who was 5 months pregnant and forced my original partner to divorce. The second after receiving the certificate, my ex-wife slapped an undocumented diagnosis on my face. I stared at my new love's round belly. And look at the death sentence on my diagnosis. That moment, my poor dignity was crushed to pieces. My name is Wu Jun. Now, I am standing in the biting cold wind in Beijing on October 10th, holding a card in his hand that was folded in half for 3 years. The corners have been worn in yellowed A4 paper. Not many words on the paper, but I stared at those 4 words. Micro display gold character. It feels like there are thousands of red-hot steel needles. Follow my pupils into my forehead. Put my pride, my decency, and the divorce certificate I just got. It all turned into a big joke. 3 minutes ago, my ex-wife Lin Xiaoxiao gave this piece of paper as a gift. Slap on my face. She looked at me. His eyes are as cold as a frozen lake. She said, Wu Jun, this gift, are you satisfied with your beloved little girlfriend? The newlyweds around are queuing up for marriage licenses, and pedestrians passing by, all pointing at me, and I had the guy who was holding my arm. Han Meng Meng, the true love with a 5-month belly. Right now I'm pale. He unconsciously let go of my hand. I really want to argue out loud. I want to rush up and tear the paper, but I'm shaking all over. Even his throat seems to be covered with glue. I remember these 3 years. Remembering the bitter medicine residue my mother made Xiaoxiao drink. Remember me because of my generosity. Forgive her feelings of superiority due to her infertility. Suddenly I feel like I've been stripped naked. The clown throne on Wangfujing Street. The beginning of me and Lin Xiaoxiao, beautiful like a youth movie. Freshman year orientation party. I am the student body president. He is the minister of arts and culture. It's a mess backstage. He crouched on the ground, frowning, fiddling. Walk with me in my broken high heels. Hand him a bottle of quick-drying glue. Use this pen to pin it back. He looked up at me, eyes sparkling. I spent half an hour with him repairing his shoes that day. Missed all my life. The most important student representative speaks. But I don't regret it at all, because I know, I met the woman I wanted to protect the most in my life. Fall in love for 4 years, married for 3 years. I have sworn, I want to give her the best things in the world. The first 2 years of marriage, we are really happy. I wanted to give her a good life, the volume that worked hard in the company. Every time I come back from get off work, even if it's too late, I will also take a detour. Buy him his favorite candy, fried chestnuts. I'm afraid it's cold in my arms. Smile is also good for me. I have a bad stomach. He gets up half an hour early every day. Make me millet porridge in a different way. My feet are cold in winter. He always gets under the covers first. Call me when you heat up that place. But this happiness, on my mother-in-law's birth call, it's starting to change. My mom is an old idea. She doesn't feel like passing on the family. It is to break the incense of the Wu family. Phone calls went from once a week to once every 3 days. It became an ultimatum. I started to get irritable. And Xiaoxiao is more anxious than me. That spring 3 years ago, it was the beginning of our nightmare. Because I have been preparing for pregnancy for more than a year without movement. Xiaoxiao suggested to check. It was a sunny day when I went to the hospital. My heart is heavy, but I was confident. I am 185 tall. Exercise regularly. As strong as a cow. I think if I can't get pregnant, that must be a small problem. The day the test results came out, I have something to do. Xiaoxiao picked it up alone, and I came home from work, saw her sitting on the sofa with the light off. At that moment my heart reached my throat. Xiaoxiao, what's wrong? The result is not good, I asked tentatively. He looked up at me, red eye socket. Tears fall like beads with a broken thread. He choked up and said, Wu Jun, sorry, it's my problem. The doctor said my fallopian tubes were severely blocked. There is little chance of a natural pregnancy. At that moment I confessed. There was a trace of despicability in my heart. Relieving, because that proves I can do it. It's not my fault. I even felt a higher moral ground than I've ever felt before. I held him tight, a fool in a very affectionate and forgiving tone. What is this? I married you. It's not a fertility machine. We can cure it if we can. If it can't be cured, we will live forever. I will soon have you in my life. Lin Xiaoxiao is enough. Xiaoxiao cried more fiercely. He trembled in my arms and said, Wu Sun, you are so kind to me back then. Immersed in the persona of a model husband. Inextricable. I didn't notice anything but emotion in Xiaoxiao's eyes. And there's this dead silence that I don't understand. I didn't notice either. He took my medical report. It was pressed to the bottom of the drawer. Since then, my status at home has changed. My mom started braiding her hair. Carry the Chinese medicine contracted by Xiaoxiao at home. Those medicines are dark and bitter. It smelled all over the house. Smile and drink nausea. Every time I vomit my face turns blue. My mom was right there sneering, don't be so squeamish. If you leave the old society, it's been suspended. Me at that time. I didn't protect him like I did when I was in love. There is a voice in my heart saying, Woo Jun, you've been good enough to him. You didn't abandon him. You are a saint. As for his grievance, that's what he owes the Wu family. He also owes you. I started to get used to being in front of Xiao Xiao, pose a gesture of grace. I started working overtime a lot. Start to stop eyeing those sugar-fried chestnuts. That's when Han Mengmeng appeared. He's a new intern at the company, young and lively. My eyes are full of admiration. He will, when I work overtime, bring a cup of hand-ground coffee, will blink big eyes and say, Angkor, your wife is so happy to marry a responsible and generous man like you, the long-lost majesty of being a man. He got great satisfaction from Han Mengmeng. I started comparing. The house is sallow and full of enchanting smiles. The company is full of vitality and admires my Mengmeng. The scales in me were tipping unknowingly. When Han Mengmeng told me with red eyes, the moment she got pregnant, I was dumbfounded. Rapture follows. My first reaction was that God appeared. I'm so strong, how could I not have looked back? Isn't this pregnant? I'm even more convinced. It's Lin Xiao Xiao. No, Han Mengmeng is pregnant with my seeds. It is the root of the old Wu family. I started living the life of a two-faced person. I rented the best apartment for Han Mengmeng. Buy her nutrition. I've thought about it. Wait for the baby to be born. I'll have a showdown with Xiao Xiao. I want Xiao Xiao to raise this child. After all, this is my gift to him. Let him be a man who cannot be born. There is also a child. I imagine him grateful. I feel like I'm absolutely great, but lies are paper after all. That day, I accompanied Mengmeng to the maternal and child health hospital for a large row of deformities. It was November in Beijing. The wind is very strong and I support Mengmeng's waist with care. Look at her bulging belly. I am filled with the pride of being a new father. I was bowing my head to wipe the sweat from Mengmeng's forehead. A cold call came to my ear. Don't go, that sound is soft, but it went off like a bomb in my ear. I turned my head stiffly. She saw Lin Xiaoxiao standing at the door of the consultation room. She was wearing the old coat I bought her 3 years ago, pale and almost transparent, clutching a stack of medical records tightly in his hand. My hands are burning like a soldering iron, suddenly retracted from Mengmeng's waist. But the next second, I was in front of Mengmeng again. This subconscious action, completely torn between me and Xiaoxiao, the last bit of decency. This is your baby. Smile and ask him. His tone is calm and scary, but I can see his hand in his sleeve was shaking violently. I haven't spoken yet. Han Mengmeng spoke first. She probably thinks she's on the safe side. Provocative with a belly. That's his kid. You can't give birth. Are you still not allowing others to give birth for him? That moment, the eyes of the people around me are like needles in my back. I want to explain. I want to pull a smile and go out and say. The funny smile just gave me a deep look, turned around and walked into the wind without a word. Go home that night. I knelt in the hallway. I begged him like a dog. I said I just wanted a baby too much. I said I would separate from him when the baby was born. I said I still love you. Smile sitting on the sofa. Half of my face is buried in the shadows. He said, Wu Jun, you stop acting. I will fulfill your family of 3. Let's get a divorce. You are at fault. The house and the car belong to me. You leave home. Sign to gather and disperse. He paused. The day of the divorce. Take that baby of yours. I have a gift for you. I thought at the time, he just wanted to spill the beans at the last minute. Show some face. I agree. For the children. For the descendant of the Wu family, I thought. I can promise anything. Civil Affairs Bureau in December. Happiness and frustration are intertwined. I took Han Mengmeng there. Mengmeng dressed up like a victorious queen. The moment fortitude falls, I feel like I've peeled off a layer of skin. We walk out the door. Lin Xiaoxiao stopped, pulled the paper out of the bag, slammed my face hard. There was a pop. Paper runs across my cheek. It hurts and I bow my head. Saw the inspection report from 3 years ago. No mirror. I rubbed my eyes. I thought I was wrong. I look down. Name Wu Jun time 3 years ago. What does this mean? I hear my own voice fluttering. Xiaoxiao's tears are about to come out. Wu Jun, you are a natural azoospermia patient. The doctor sentenced you to death 3 years ago. It's me. I'm afraid I'll hurt your self-esteem. I am afraid that you will be looked down upon by your mother. I lied to my family that I was infertile. I drank bitter medicine for 3 years. I took the blame for you for 3 years. I even thought about keeping this secret for the rest of my life. Accompany you to grow old. Xiaoxiao took a step forward, staring at Han Mengmeng behind me. The voice rose sharply. But what about you? You take the decency I gave you and go outside to find wild women. Wu Jun, tell me, is this child yours? You are a man without sperm. How did you get her pregnant? Silence. Civil Affairs Bureau gate. Deathly silence. The originally noisy crowd instantly quieted down. Hundreds of pairs of eyes are looking at the top of my head in unison. And there was this glowing green light. Han Mengming's face turned from white to blue. From blue to purple, her mouth was open. It's impossible to hold back a sentence for a long time. I jerked around, strangled Han Mengming's arm. Eyes are about to pop out. Whose child is this? Whose do you say it belongs to? Mengming screamed and tried to push me away. The panic and evasion in her eyes gave me the final blow. There are no miracles. There were no visions. There is just a greedy liar. Met a stupid fool. Smile is gone. He walked in style, didn't even look back. I stood there, watch his distant back. Suddenly I remembered the way he repaired shoes in college. How innocent the first was back then. I just want to give him the best. Okay, but later me, how did it become an arrogant, despicable and shameless clown? I tried to save the so-called child, lost the house, lost the car, lost their only dignity, and finally, even that descendant is a broken shoe thrown at me by others. I looked at the divorce certificate in my hand. Take a look at the report card that has not seen the mirror. 3 years of lies, 3 years of affection, 3 years of betrayal. It's all cleared at that moment. Han Mengmeng is still crying beside her. Said he loved me. I pushed him away, in the laughter of the crowd, like a lost dog, ran into the icy night of Beijing. I finally understand, the bitterest medicine in the world. It's not that Xiao Xiao drank traditional Chinese medicine for 3 years. I planted it myself, because of the bitter fruit that came out in the end. Xiao Xiao protected me with 3 years of silence, and I killed her with 3 years of arrogance. I deserved it, I really deserved it. So that's my story. A self-righteous man. How did he lose the woman who loved him the most in his life? Men, don't always think it's his fault that his wife can't give birth. Don't feel like you're not cheating. It's a gift to the wife. Sometimes the person who takes the blame for your grievances, the person who cares most about your dignity in the world. If you tear that heart apart with your own hands, then waiting for you will be as doomed as I am for the rest of my life.